Street Food Travel Guide, Puerto Vallarta and Riviera Nayarit. The benefits of Mexican food and street food for vacationers in Puerto Vallarta. Why the taco stand on the corner might be the single best thing you do on your entire Mexico vacation for your health, your wallet, and your memories. Ask any repeat visitor what they miss most between trips to Puerto Vallarta, and food comes up almost immediately, right alongside the beaches and the ocean breeze. It's not a coincidence. Mexican cuisine was recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity, and nowhere is that living heritage more visible, more affordable, or more delicious than on the street corners, seaside malecones, and open-air markets of Banderas Bay. For vacationers, eating well in Puerto Vallarta isn't a side note to the trip, it is the trip, and the benefits stack up in ways many first-time travelers never expect. Health and nutritional benefits of eating Mexican food on vacation. Traditional Mexican cooking is built around whole, unprocessed ingredients: corn, beans, chiles, avocado, tomatoes, and locally caught seafood, rather than the heavy, fried, cheese-laden versions of Mexican food many travelers grew up eating abroad. In Puerto Vallarta, where farmers' markets and fishing boats supply restaurants and street vendors daily, the ingredients are frequently harvested or caught the same day they're served. Our full breakdown of how to eat healthy while in Puerto Vallarta covers this in depth, but here's the short version for vacationers who want the benefits without giving up flavor. Nutrient-dense staples. Avocado supplies heart-healthy fats and vitamin E. Tomatoes and chiles deliver vitamin C and antioxidants. Corn tortillas and beans add fiber and slow-release energy that keeps travelers fueled through long beach days. Anti-inflammatory ingredients. Guacamole, fresh seafood, peppers, and mushrooms are naturally anti-inflammatory, while dishes like ceviche and aguachile are light, citrus-based, and easy on the stomach in warm coastal weather. Naturally portion-controlled. Street tacos are small by design. Ordering 3 or 4 lets vacationers sample multiple flavors without the oversized portions common at all-inclusive buffets, a built-in form of mindful eating. Digestive and gut benefits. Fiber-rich beans, fermented salsas, and broths like pozole and menudo support digestion, while lean grilled fish and chicken options keep meals lighter than heavier resort fare. For travelers managing dietary preferences, Puerto Vallarta's food scene has kept pace. See our vegetarian restaurants in Puerto Vallarta guide for plant-based options, and the ceviche and aguachile explainer for the region's signature raw seafood dishes. Why street food specifically benefits vacationers. Street food deserves its own spotlight because it delivers a different set of benefits than restaurant dining altogether. In Puerto Vallarta and around the Bay of Banderas, street food is remarkably numerous and varied, and it tends to outperform sit-down dining on 4 fronts vacationers care about most: cost, authenticity, freshness, and immersion. Authenticity: you can't order off a resort menu. Street vendors, or puestos, are often family-run operations using recipes passed down for generations. The taco al pastor spinning on a trompo, the elote cart parked near the malecon at sunset, the tostada de ceviche stand by the fish market, these are living traditions, not tourist adaptations. For travelers who want to genuinely experience Mexican culture rather than a resort's interpretation of it, street food is the most direct route in. Speed, freshness, and visible cooking. Because street vendors cook to order in full view of the customer, freshness is easy to verify. You watch your meat, seafood, or vegetables go straight from the grill or comal to your plate. High turnover stands, where locals are lined up, mean ingredients rarely sit for long, which is both a freshness benefit and a safety signal. More on that below. Built-in cultural immersion. Ordering street food forces a small, rewarding act of cultural engagement. A few words of Spanish, a point-and-smile negotiation over toppings, standing shoulder to shoulder with locals at a communal counter. It's one of the fastest ways vacationers report feeling like they've actually been somewhere, rather than just visited a version of it built for tourists. It stretches the travel budget dramatically. This is where street food becomes a real financial strategy for vacationers, not just a flavor choice, and it deserves its own section. The financial benefit: how much vacationers save eating local. Cost of living data consistently shows that dining out in Mexico costs roughly half of what the same quality meal costs in the United States or Canada, and street food pushes those savings even further. Our detailed Puerto Vallarta and Mexico cost of living breakdown and companion piece on the cost of living for snowbirds both point to the same conclusion. Food and dining are among the biggest areas where a Mexico vacation outperforms a comparable US or Canadian trip on value. The takeaway for vacationers: a traveler who eats 2 or 3 street food meals a day can comfortably feed themselves for $10 to $15 USD daily, freeing up real budget for excursions, whale-watching tours, private guides, or an extra night stay. That savings compounds fast over a week-long trip, and it's part of why so many visitors extend their stay or return as snowbirds once they see the numbers for themselves. Safety is the #1 hesitation first-time vacationers have about street food, and it's a fair question. The good news: Puerto Vallarta's street food culture is mature, tourist-frequented, and largely low-risk when a few simple rules are followed. Follow the crowd. A stand with a steady line of local customers is turning over food quickly and is almost always a safe, well-loved choice. Watch it cook. Choose vendors who grill, fry, or steam food to order in front of you rather than pre-made items sitting out at room temperature. Drink purified or bottled water and ask for drinks made with it, agua fresca licuados, from vendors who visibly use purified water or ice. Ease in gradually for the first day or 2 if you have a sensitive stomach, then expand. Most travelers adjust quickly. Carry hand sanitizer and use it before eating, since most stands are outdoors without a sink nearby. Trust your senses. Fresh, hot food with good turnover and clean prep surfaces is the standard across the Malecon, Zona Romantica, and Versalles food scenes. For a broader look at how healthy travel and food choices support overall wellness on a trip, see the health benefits of traveling and our health and wellness tourism guide for Puerto Vallarta. Must-try street foods for vacationers in Puerto Vallarta. Puerto Vallarta's coastal location means its street food leans heavily into fresh seafood alongside classic inland Mexican staples. Here's where to start, and for a deeper dive into taco culture specifically, don't miss Know Your Tacos in Puerto Vallarta. Tacos al pastor. Marinated pork shaved off a vertical trompo, topped with pineapple, onion, and cilantro. The single most iconic Mexican street taco. Fish and shrimp tacos. Battered or grilled, piled with cabbage and a citrus crema, a Pacific Coast specialty that tastes best steps from the water. Tostadas de ceviche and aguachile. Raw seafood cured in lime with chili and cucumber, served cold on a crisp tostada. Light, refreshing, and packed with protein. Elote and esquites. Grilled corn slathered in crema, cheese, chili powder, and lime, served on the cob or in a cup, a Malecon evening staple. Birria. Slow-braised, richly spiced meat served in tacos or a warming consommé, now a nationwide favorite that Puerto Vallarta does exceptionally well. Tamales. Corn masa steamed in a husk with savory or sweet fillings, a breakfast cart classic best eaten hot off the steamer. Pozole. A hominy and meat stew loaded with lean protein and fiber, traditionally garnished with cabbage, radish, and lime. Zarndeado fish. Whole fish grilled over coals with a smoky adobo marinade, a regional specialty ranked among the world's top seafood dishes. We provide information and resources for visitors to Puerto Vallarta, areas of the Riviera Nayarit, and other destinations in both states of Jalisco and Nayarit. You will find variety of content, including articles, blog posts, videos, photos, descriptions, and interviews, all of which are designed to help visitors plan their trip, including attractions, restaurants, and events. Follow PromovisionPV.com.